evening, everyone. We have a quorum tonight. Mr. Hamilton didn't get to be here tonight. He's excused, but we have a quorum tonight. So I have a motion to convene into our open session.
Motion.
Motion, Mrs. Mitchell, second, Mrs. Griffith. All in favor?
Aye.
Pledge of Allegiance. We've got our ex officios. I think your duty is going to be the Pledge of Allegiance. How's that?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, girl. Ladies.
Roll call.
Ms. Berry?
Here.
Ms. Boswell Davies?
Here.
Ms. Graves?
Here.
Mr. Hamilton? Ms. Mitchell? Here. Ms. Crew? Here. Mr. Weatherall?
Yes. Okay. Motion to approve the agenda. We've got the addenda with the agenda now. And a couple adding A8J. Did you have that out there too?
Yeah, and it's also in the print.
Okay. And 9, new business. So motion to approve the agenda with the addenda.
So moved.
Mr. Weatherall.
Second.
Second, Mrs. Mitchell, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, motion carried. Nobody disapproved. Approval of our minutes of August 12th.
Moved.
Mr. Weatherall.
Second.
Second, Mrs. Mitchell, all in favor? All opposed, motion carried. We didn't have any public comment on our electronic, and I don't think we have any public comment speaker sign-in, so we'll move on. Good evening, Grayson and Nadia. Have a little report for us.
So my name is Grayson and I'm here as a high school student council president.
And my name is Maggie, and I'm here as the Vice President of Student Council. And as we wrap up our first 4 days of the new school year, the High School Student Council would like to extend our gratitude to everyone who helped make the transition back both smooth and enjoyable. A special thank you goes to our custodial staff for prepping the building so beautifully. Every classroom, hallway, and space reflects the hard work and care you put in over the summer.
We also want to thank our cafeteria staff for providing us with great meals, our bus drivers for ensuring our safe transportation each day, and our secretaries for welcoming us with kindness and always going the extra mile. To our teachers and administrators, thank you for your smile, support, and dedication in helping us begin the year on such a positive note. On behalf of the student body, please know that we truly recognize and appreciate all that is done to make our school a safe, clean, and fun place to learn.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Mr. Kenny.
Well, I'm going to piggyback what they said in regards to the great start of the school year. It's been a really positive start so far. It's a great professional development days, our first days, but even before that, the end of August was a very, really showed how you're getting ready to come back. And I think that was exciting. From our 6th grade orientation to our 9th grade orientation, those were both on that week, as well as a new thing, the P5 PTO put in place, which was really exciting. Did a beautiful job hosting our families on the playground with ice cream social, and had a great opportunity to really speak to some of our families and students. And I think it was really more about not just getting to see each other and really recognizing that they were excited about coming back to school. So that was really nice, and it was nice to have our administrators and some of our staff there too, so it was fun, and the kids had a great time. So I think that's important. Our ESL students also were able to bring our families, our ESL families in for evening. It was nice for them to really feel welcome. We actually had all of the different languages that are spoken from our families and our students around our schools, welcoming them to our schools so that everyone felt that way. So kudos to everyone that made that happen. I think that our administrators did an outstanding job this summer really getting things ready. I mean, our student council, our ex officio board members spoke of the great things our cafeteria staff and our custodial staff did, and teachers and everyone, but I also have to thank the hard work of our administrators. They were here making our school what our school is. Lots of work from their meetings that they had with their staff, also first day of school for both our students and for our staff. Our music department and some of other members of PAT, so it wasn't just the music department. They actually greeted everyone with music in the lobby, and which was really nice. And then the very first day was students. They were doing that same music for the kids too. So it wasn't just for our teachers, but it was also for the kids. So it was great. So we've gotten off to a really great start. What I'd like to do now is I'd like to have Mr. Amy play our welcome back, as we always do. We'll get some pictures so we can see our first days.
Special thank you, Mr. Mitchell.
Welcome back. Your dreams were your ticket out. Welcome back to that same old place that you laughed about. Well, the names have all changed since you hung around. Those dreams have remained and they've turned around. Who'd have thought they'd lead you? Who'd have thought they'd lead you? Yeah, where we need you.
Almost there.
Buffering, who needs that?
Welcome back, and I smile when I think how it must have been. And I know what it seemed you were learning. Was there something that made you come back again? And what could ever lead you? What could ever lead you? Yeah, where we need you. Yeah, where we need you. Teasing my life, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back. Every tease in my life. Welcome back, welcome back. 'Cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back, welcome back. Every tease in my life. 'Cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back.
That's a good idea.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. One, two, one, two.
If you ever find yourself stuck in the middle of the sea, I'll sail the world to find you. If you ever find yourself lost in the dark and you can't see, I'll be the light to guide you. Find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can't count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3,
faces of the kids, and I think that and it's really important for the board to know as a school, we take pride in the fact that our community trusts us and that the work that we do is so important. I think that was also shown by our families that we see every day. What they do to keep our school as great a school as it is. So good work from everybody.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, Peru Association of Teachers.
I was going to welcome a new board member. I didn't recognize Mr. Webanero. I just want to echo, some of the things that, student council and Mr. Storm said. The school year seems to be off to a positive start. I've heard a lot of positive comments from teachers, from the professional development. Weston, I'm not going to try to, Krishnik, from his presentation on Wednesday, was just fabulous. A lot of people have stated that it's one of the better professional development speakers that we've had in a long time. And one of the things that a lot of people really liked is that he's still one of us. He's still teaching. He just, he was headed off that day to go back to football practice and probably back into the classroom the next day and stuff. So it was nice to hear from somebody who's still in our shoes and not somebody who used to do it and has moved on to other things. So we really appreciate having those speakers. And again, I can only speak from in the middle school. Mrs. O'Neill, Mr. Manchester, thank you for lunch. That was really good. It was just very welcoming to come back here and get back ready to greet students on Thursday. It's a typical school year. You started the school year, you're going to run into some issues, but I think we're off to a good start. Still, working well with administrators and collaboratively to come up with, fixes and solutions to some of those. So we're looking forward to this year. We hope it's going to be, our goal is always to be better than last year, and whether it's in the classroom or even with our relationships with our colleagues and our administrators and Board of Education. So hopefully we'll move on. And Mr. Damiani, great choice in music with the opening. Welcome back, Connor. Brought back some great memories from my childhood. So, but here's to a good 25-26 school year.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Admin reports, new website first?
The website first. So the good news is we have an opportunity to share with the Board of Education and the community our new website. It took us a little while to get here, but we're really proud of what's there. Still some things we're working on, but stop talking, Nick. You can.
Yeah, so in the past, our website always had public-facing information, external information, but then it also had a large amount of internal information. So we would have staff and students going to the website to get resources. When you have that much information loaded on the website, it tends to slow how the website moves, slows things down. We worked with CVS over the past year to upgrade the website and really build external, community-facing content on the website and house our internal, operations type information through ClassLink Launchpad for students and staff. So this is the main homepage at the top. You're going to always be able to get back to the homepage. Plus, there's an About Us page where you're going to get a message from our superintendent. The promotional video that came out in the spring last year as well is there, and that's been shared out a few different times. We chose to take some snapshot clips from the promotional video and have it on roughly a 30-second loop on the main homepage. That's a video that we have the ability to update in the future with other types of photos and content, as we see fit. I have to keep it to about 30 minutes so it runs well on laptops and on mobile view. We've got some quick links that appear on the sub-navigation bar. Throughout the main navigation bar, which contains a lot of the locations that we had on the previous site, just an upgraded, an updated format. We will be updating, we'll have CVS update the mission statement and the slogan that goes along with it, now that we're gonna have that kind of finalized, so that's gonna be built here. And then posts will be changed from vertical to horizontal. And we've got our main contact. Community members can click on the Parent Square link here, and that's gonna bring them to the page that allows them to sign up to get notifications from the district, which is something that we put on the website at the end of last school year as well.
Nick, is that also a place where our community, if they are, whenever we have the opportunity for someone who doesn't have children in school to reach out and be able to get, or to get notifications from us? of
Yes,
events?
yes, they can sign, anybody in the community can sign up and get that information. So if they're moving into the area or they're established in the area.
With
Plus
the-
our Facebook page, which people have the ability to send messages to the district, and our contact information
I
here.
think we talked about it before, but we had the opportunity for daycares and things like that, that didn't have children in our district, but really felt it was critical to know the information, so they were able to sign up for Parent Square.
Yeah, emergency closings, that type of stuff, it's all good information that we can, push to those groups as well. We have, under the community option, there's a new parent portal. We wanted to try to consolidate where parents could get their information. This is also linked on our Parent Square page for families as well. But it's quick link information that we update on a regular basis. So we've pushed out some new attendance information, and absenteeism is a big topic of conversation. So we've built some resources here for our families as well. Building pages, we went with a single slider photograph of the building entry. I think sometimes people are a little bit confused as to which, kind of primary entry is it, intermediate entry. So we wanted to make sure that when you went to the building page, you could see where the front of the building actually was. Middle school, high school, primary, intermediate. Again, those quick resources, we have a principal's message page, which is, the updated letter that the principal will post, and our associate principal, and the photos. Right, so that's the consistent format across all of our building pages. They're all formatted the same way. So if you have students spread across the district, you're not going to one page and it's formatted different. We wanted to have some consistency, ease of use. Try to limit the clicks as much as possible. There's still some work to be done. I have a few conversations a week with Eddie Vega over at CVS. He's the one that worked with me on kind of building the site out. We spent a lot of time this summer fine tuning. It's roughly 90 to 95% complete. So I've been working with Joey and Eddie on CVS. I had Amelia, our in-house person as well, who's here one day a week, constantly reviewing and updating. Find a glitch from the coding on a page, we go in and fix it, that type of stuff. So still a small work in progress, but definitely we feel good about where it's come and the transition to the new site.
Yeah, can you just tell everyone a little bit about the URL, how you get to it now?
So PeruNighthawks.org was the change. So the old site had PeruCSD.org. We had found there were some internal issues we had when we started upgrading our internal operation, technology systems, that type of stuff. It made getting to the website a little bit of a challenge. Sometimes you get there quickly when you're on campus, sometimes you wouldn't get there at all. So the URL change cleaned that up for us. So we thought if we're going to do a URL change, then we're going to just give the whole website a facelift at the same time and communicate all the information out at the same time. So PeruNighthawks.org, we send information out on Facebook, Parent Square, and we will continue to push content about the new website. Anything that we've been pushing out through Parent Square to families, it's linked back to the website to the best of our ability. So if we send out any information that's based on attendance, there's a link to our attendance page. Pushed out information about School Tool Parent Portal to our secondary families, and that was linked to our School Tool Resources page. So trying to redirect traffic to the website as much as possible so the community really sees it as a resource and a spot they can go to get information. I did have one parent or one mother of two students in our district reach out, and I think she was going to the website quite a bit in the past, and she just wanted to say thank you for the changes on the website. It's been easy to navigate, and she did appreciate it. So some positive feedback coming in, definitely some, continued work. I think a website's always gonna be a work in progress, as we, push to update information, so.
Thank you, Nick.
Thank you. Ask two questions?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
You're okay. Our first website, there was a problem if you put www or didn't, is that fixed?
Yeah,
Not a
that's
problem?
fixed.
Great, and then redirect, if I go to the Peru CSD website, does it redirect?
CVS put a redirect out.
Awesome. So, see how easy it was?
Yeah. Yeah.
You mentioned like ongoing optimization updates. Do we have like some analytics behind this so we can see where parents are landing from search engines?
I'll see
searching
what-
for
yeah.
what's on the site and optimize the content as we move forward?
Yeah, I'll see what CVS collects on that. They host it through GoDaddy, which you definitely get you do get analytics through that. So I'll see, the website's been out, I think we pushed out right around the 3rd Friday of August. We pushed out some information on it, so I'll see what they can collect for that first month and see what our traffic is.
Do we have a plan working with CVS or as part of like your responsibility for not just as part of this launch, but ongoing over the course of the coming years to make sure that we're looking at
Yes.
that?
We work closely with our in-house person from CVS that's here every Tuesday. I meet with her regularly. We provided training to our own tech team as well to make sure that the content's updated regularly. There's not too many hands in the pot, so stuff, isn't getting confusing or lacking consistency and that type of stuff,
I
so
think this is also part of our communications coast,
it is.
right?
Yep.
That we
So
subscribe
we
to.
do have a pretty solid team working on it, and the goal is that we don't ever end up in a spot that we ended up with the previous site, which was just a lot of content, internal and external. So we've really worked to clean it up. Yeah. Thank you.
And keeping it updated so that you don't have something that pops up from 5 years ago.
Correct.
So important, yeah.
Yes,
Thank
and
you.
as we, as the website's out there, and we update some information with Google, CVS has to work to update like the business profile with Google, then the old site kind of disappears and a lot of that
That's good.
information disappears
Good.
and the new content comes up in the searches.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Nick.
Okay, now, strategic plan.
Strategic plan now. Thank you, Shannon.
So this summer, we met on August 11th to do a strategic plan update and any revisions that we needed to do for this upcoming year. We started this process, we did a total revamp in the summer of 2023. And it's, every 5 years you redo the whole process again. So this is the team members that showed up and participated in the revision. We had folks from every unit, and we had our student representative too. So thanks to everyone that showed up. We had some parent reps too as well. I can go through these, but some of the big changes, the order of the core values we thought was important to kind of shift them because the first one didn't really feel like the very first one, be present and engaged. So the order changed of the core values. Priority number 3 on communication, that goal was changed a little bit to include, we wanted dignity in there, to include dignity when communicating with one another, and also we need to establish some communication norms from staff to families, from families to staff, just so we have some working norms with everybody in our school community that this is how we work collaboratively together. Sometimes it's not always that way. So those are the big changes, pages 3 and 4. We created a tagline, and everybody that was on the committee, they voted on it, and then also probably about 40 students from the middle school and high school also gave their input on the tagline, and the winner is building futures and strengthening communities. The student experience under the very first goal, the priority 1, we really consolidated and reworded. It was just a lot of wordsmithing. It's pretty lengthy last year, and so we just consolidated those. But then action items 5 and 6 were added. So talking about TCIS training for all staff in self-contained classrooms. We really analyzed a lot of data from last year and behavior incidents with students, workplace violence reports, and this is something that TCI, therapeutic crisis intervention, is really the intervention that we use that keeps everyone safe, that keeps students safe and that keeps staff safe. And it really prioritizes that de-escalation at the beginning of the process. And then our students came up with also like focusing on having more input in like the spirit events. Mental health and wellness, we added in our set plan, we're looking at embedding some restorative practices into our ISS, continuing our circle work, again, rewording and consolidating language, and at the bottom, the addition for this one is implementing district-wide positive school environment team. That's always been done, but they were talking about adding a common character trait each month that was aligned with the core values that would be an emphasis district-wide. Let's see. This again is another area on the priority 2 on mental health and wellness, things that were done but never really stated in the plan, so that at all levels we would have SEL lessons and the programs built into the academic program. Whether it's second step, advisory, leadership seminars in the high school, and the elementary, primary, they use spots, and making sure that our staff has DASA training. We're also going to put a link on our website to make sure that staff and students and families have a place to go for resources, to know what's available for them now. That's in the area of well-being. Like, no matter how many presentations we have with BOCES and our Anthem specialist or our healthcare specialist, there's always somebody that just misses it and doesn't really know where to go get that information. So really making sure that people have access to the resources that are here to support them. And then we also talked about from the district office standpoint that we would offer some quarterly wellness presentations, whether it's financial wellness, nutritional wellness, executive functioning, and well-being. Let's see. Any big changes on enhancing communication? Again, this goal changed. And then we talked about offering more support for families in training, just offering parent training, whether it's virtual or in person, but teaching parents, like, how do I use Square? How do I send a message? How do I use Google Classroom? What does executive functioning even mean? And really giving parents those tools as well. And what is zones of regulation so that we can bridge that gap between the language we use here at school and the language that we use at home. And those are the big changes. Nothing major, but just tightening it up and cleaning it up each year. Any questions? Eddie?
First of all, again, appreciation for everyone involved in the strategic planning effort in the committee. I know it's a huge undertaking and takes a lot of conversation and coordination. I appreciate the goals and the action items. I think the one question I have is, if we have the timelines established for the action items, what's unclear to me is what measures of success look like. So how do we know that these actions that we're taking are achieving the impact of the goal states we should be having? Right? So as we move over the course of the year, and ideally this is something we do going forward as part of strategic planning, what are those key measures of success? What is a specific gauge or metric that we can look at and say, this is having the impact we want on our district? And I think having a conversation up front is not only important for strategic planning, but it's also really important day to day for every member of this district to know, today I need to go left or right, which one of those is going to move the needle into the direction.
So I think something that we will make sure that we're doing when we're presenting on these goals is making sure we're bringing that information. This is how we're measuring that. This is the information that we're using this survey or student feedback or whatever it is that we're using to make sure this isn't really getting the result that we would like. We need to rewrite the goal next time.
Amazing.
And it could be just another column added in the action plan, measured.
But I think I know what you're getting at, like more of the SMART goal, right?
Right, it's a smart goal, right.
And if we need to pivot over the course of the year, right? Like the goal is still valid, but this action isn't having the impact.
And it can, it's right in here, people responsible, what's the measure? It'd be right there with that same column, measured by. Okay, thank you. Any other questions? Okay, reports and communications. Are there any questions, discussions on the reports and communications? I have one question. Where is that Orion altar? Yeah, H, where is that? Can we find out where
I
that
did
was?
not, I'm sorry. But I will find out and
Yeah.
I'll share with the board at the next meeting.
Yeah.
The next meeting, but also if I have information before Friday, I will get it
Oh, good, thank
to the board.
You know, it's tax map, such and such plot, such and such, but we didn't get any real address or anything else. What they're doing is they're asking for tax, their assessment went to 5 million, they're asking it to go back down to 1 million something. So it's a substantial
I'll make
increase.
sure I have the address
Okay,
and
thank
share
you.
with the board and then also share with, at the next board meeting to the community.
Yeah, thank you very much. Okay, any other questions? Okay, I have a motion to accept, approve the reports and communications. And 6. Motion, Mrs. Mitchell. Second, Mrs. Graves. All in favor? Aye. Anyone opposed? Motion carried. New business. Down through, are there any questions on 7 new business? Okay, motion to approve the number 7 new business.
Motion.
Motion, Mrs. Mitchell.
Second.
Second, Mr. Webanero. All in favor? Aye. No one opposed, motion carried. Personnel, we had, in J, we added J, there were some employment agreements. Okay, any questions on 8 personnel? Okay, motion to approve 8 personnel.
Motion.
Motion, Mrs. Mitchell. Second, Mrs. Peru. All in favor?
Aye.
No one opposed, motion carried. And Mrs. Kingsley is here tonight, so we welcome her. Welcome to Peru. That's the only one, yep,
Yep.
thank you. 9, new business. Any questions, discussion?
We did have our we had our committee, our construction
Yes.
committee meet.
Yes.
I don't know if anybody from the construction committee wants to just share some of those ideas that we have discussed in regards to additional roofs in that project. Because
Right.
we had, well, I can share it.
Yeah, we had some extra,
So we did, we ended
came
up-
in under.
It came in under, and so what we had some areas in the district, like, near the elevator and the intermediate building. If you look at the elevator shaft from the backside, you'll see there's like small roofs. And then also the roof, which was the server room on the 22B side over by the intermediate gym. Those were not part of the project, and to be honest, I'm not sure why. We felt it was really important that if we had extra money, that it was time for us to get those done as well. Now it would just make more sense. And so while they were there, they were doing those roofs. So that, just so you know, we did bring the construction committee together. That one, they did review the different areas where those were gonna go, and it was the construction committee recommendation, yes, indeed, moving forward with the those smaller roofs.
It was really no extra added cost,
No
so that's a
extra
big
added
piece.
So
No
the
extra
scope
cost.
change is still within the original budget.
No, not at all. It's just all through.
Yeah, came in with them, and then these noted, so those things are going to be done, so that's great. On D, Mr. Webanero is our NISBA voting member, and is unable to do, what is it, October 16th?
Possibly, I'm trying to juggle a few things for the New York City, so we can have a backup.
Back up just in case you can't do it.
You might get off the hook.
Yeah, I'll tell you, that's a long
Awesome.
time. How long does that usually take?
6 hours.
Yeah, that's what, and if, I sent the resolution booklet to everybody so that you could take a look at it. Actually, I mean, they're very much in line with our beliefs too, so. Is there anyone who would volunteer to be the backup on October 16th?
We nominate Mark.
Well, Mark is here, that's what we usually do. I'll be the backup. But I'm hoping that will be it.
Last year I got really good at saying, move to table.
Okay, so you have to tell me all those things, that's what, I'll be happy to do that. Or at least come in the last 3 hours.
The O'Brien property is 59 Dunning Way, so it's.
Where's Dunning Way?
By the airport. The DEA building behind the state police barracks. There's that little.
Past Jeffords,
Yeah.
or near Jeffords.
Oh, yeah, oh, behind there? Huh.
Okay, no, there's anything behind it. No, I know.
Is there a building or something? Do we know?
Yes, yeah, there is a building. It's classified on Clinton County, real property as government buildings, so.
It'd be interesting to see what it really is.
Do
They
a
wanna
aerial
go,
shot.
yeah, we have somebody who has a drone that can look and see what we, it's very interesting to go from, $5 million down to $1 million.
Yes, and it's been a few years that they've contested their assessment, so.
And it would be a few years that we'd have to do a payback.
Correct, which is why we created that tax certiorari reserve fund.
Yes.
That basically holds the difference in the event that the petition was awarded and we had to refund those taxes.
And so it was awarded for the 4 years.
It's not been
It
awarded.
hasn't been awarded, they're still in
So
litigation.
this is, the reserve current amount is if that petition is awarded, it would drop down to 0.
Correct. And so there's basically an additional amount for the 25-26 school year, and there was a small calculation error for the previous school year, so we're moving that money into the reserve in the event that the petition settles.
If they settle, we potentially have to pay back $250,000.
Yes.
And there was another tax petition.
Yeah, slick.
Do we need to have more money?
That's more, we did check with our council on that. That's more against the state of New York
Yeah.
and their petitioning against property thresholds, but not really
It
tax.
won't change our
No,
tax.
it doesn't affect us that way.
This is a big one. So is
And
there,
then- sorry.
there's a roadway down there that you could go and look at that
Yes.
property?
Bonus
Might be a little
points.
trip,
I
huh?
haven't taken a trip myself, but
Okay.
I do know Dunning Way exists.
Yes, yes.
And the only way that we would need to move additional funds into that reserve account is if we had another outstanding petition.
Correct.
Currently, we have 201 in it.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, thank you. So, motion to approve, or accept new business items A through D.
So
Mr.
Those are all
Webinar.
individuals.
You want to do it, want me to do
Yeah,
individual?
it's not a consent calendar.
Okay. Okay, motion to approve committee reports on construction. Motion, Mrs. Mitchell. Second, Mrs. Graves. All in favor?
Aye.
No one opposed, motion approved. Motion to approve the bus purchases for 26-27.
Motion.
Motion, Mrs. Mitchell. Second, Mrs. Prue. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried, no one opposed. No. Motion for C-Tax tertiary reserve fund.
Better than I could have done.
Yeah. Motion.
Motion.
Motion, Mrs. Mitchell.
second.
Second, Mr. Webanero. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried, no one opposed. Motion for the backup municipal voting member. Motion, Mrs. Prue.
Second.
Second, Mrs. Mitchell. All in favor?
Aye.
I looked go. No. Motion carried, no one opposed. And we have no public comment. And we have a motion to move into executive session to finish business that we had at 6 o'clock.
So moved.
Motion.
Second.
Second, Mrs. Mitchell, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
We all sound so
Yeah.
happy, right? Aye.
I gotta go say hi to my